Coming up, you don't have enough aircraft, you don't have enough ships, ratcheting up the rhetoric, so we're already at war with China. Ask the Chinese, they tell you, is it just Beijing bluff? You're going to lose. Our soldiers would be brave and our weapons would be lesser, all real this time. Australia is very much on the menu. Our chief of navy has his say. There are 1,000 ways to start a conflict, there's only 2 ways that it ends. That's next on 60 Minutes. In the increasingly less than delicate dance for dominance in our region, there's no denying China boasts superior force. When compared with our military, it's an advantage. They love to show off like they did earlier this year when Chinese warships provocatively sailed a lap of Australia. While Beijing sticks are impressive, their carrots are also proving to be effective weapons, especially when it comes to influencing our near neighbors. Chinese money has been buying plenty of friendship in the South Pacific, so what's the next step Australia should be taking as China moves closer and closer to our shores? Music. It's dawn off the coast of Western Australia in the early sun. These waters are vast and peaceful for now. We're about to find out just how perilous our ocean border has become. Music as we join the crew of the mighty Australian warship HMAS Hobart on a submarine hunting exercise. It's a very difficult mission, obviously not being able to see where the enemy is and what the enemy is doing makes that really complex. Train for your right turn thrust 20% train thrust. Commanding officer Ollie Withers is in charge of the ship, which carries 200-odd crew members and is armed to that hilt. GWSPO Mountain 51 Burst 1 engage. So we're an air warfare destroyer, so our main armament on board is our surface-to-air missile system. So we've got a 48-cell vertical launch system with standard missile 2 on board. We also have a 5-in gun. We've got some smaller Typhoon guns as well as our torpedoes on board, and that's really they're our main armament on board. I know you're very focused on the day-to-day running of the ship and the exercise, but this security environment is as tense and it's changing. Does that weigh on you? Yeah, absolutely. And for me, you know, my mission is to make sure that my ship and my crew are ready at all times to respond when we need to. The Navy's readiness was tested in February when 3 Chinese warships sailed into these waters unannounced. It was a confronting sight, thought to be the furthest south the People's Liberation Army had ever ventured, stopping to conduct live-fire drills in the Tasman Sea. The Chinese are signaling they are practicing and rehearsing, and they are collecting. This is the first time we've seen a task crew from the PLA Navy circum Australia. That is true for all the speculation and hysteria at the time. There's one man who knows how it all played out. The Chief of the Royal Australian Navy Vice Admiral Mark Hammond is under more pressure than ever before. They were here expressing to the world their capability as a blue water navy to deploy across the Indo-Pacific. So I think we will see more deployments like this tonight. For the first time, he's speaking publicly about what was reported as a total surprise to our military and authorities, but the chief insists that wasn't the case. Were you caught off guard? No, we're aware of their approach through the Indonesian archipelago for some time. In fact, the Navy had been monitoring the Chinese ships once they crossed into international waters between New Zealand